what it was. Y'all know who it is. And y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge Itself. And I figured I'd put y'all down with one more dose of this cosmic insight, man. And say, it's still Thursday. So what we gonna do is stay neck deep off in this Pluto series. Matter of fact, we gonna go deeper than that. We gonna go so motherfucking deep that we liable to end up in China in a little bit, y'all. For real. Cause this right here, this a little something about those people that have Pluto in the 8th house of their natal chart. And before I even go there, you already know what I'm gonna have to do first, man. I'm gonna bring y'all a little bit about Pluto and astrology, and I'm also gonna give y'all a little information about the 8th house in astrology. So, with that being said, let's get it cracking, huh? In astrology, Pluto is what I like to call the great revealer. And wherever it shows up in your chart, there's pretty often a very dark night before the dawn. Pluto is all about power, magnetism, depth, death, sex, regeneration, domination, and rebirth. Pluto resides in the primordial ooze of your character, and it brings mind-purging regeneration by releasing buried power from core truths. Yeah. Pluto for me is the planet of creative destruction. Yeah. In your birth chart, Pluto shows the areas of life you'll probably face the intense power of creation through destruction. Yeah. It's the vessel through which little compressed pockets of magic, spirit, and primal energy kind of lie in wait to be activated either by self-provocation or outside traumatic events. And you know, it's kind of because of this that Pluto is one of the most feared planets. But the thing is, wherever it is in your chart, it can put you in a showdown between your greatest fear of being destroyed and the pursuits of whatever your heart longs for the most, or your obsessions, your desires. And even if your ego tries to hold on to its defenses, Pluto is going to force you to let go and surrender. You got to change. So, what's the 8th house? The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio and the planet Pluto. And it's a mysterious sector that rules birth, death, sex, transformation, mysteries, merged energies, and bonding at the deepest level. It's also the house of other people's money and property. Traditionally, it's been called the house of sex, death, secrets, taxes, and power. This is the home of the taboo and the place of hidden mysteries, man. And the biggest of which is that final transformation. That one that we must all go through, man. Death. It's here where we find the deepest emotional wells and the secrets of the soul that unfold throughout a lifetime. And a big part of the reason that it's so feared is because of its power to end our old way of being, man. The 8th involves the soul level changes we go through, you know, during an existence, pardon me. And the many deaths or transformations are played out by whatever signs on the cusp and the planetary placements here. You know, it's also about compulsions, obsessions, primal entanglements. So, you know, in Latin, the orgasm is known as la petite mortite, or the little death. And because of it is the surrender to the primal energies. And in that moment, you know, that's when we are more than body. So accordingly, that's why sex and death are pretty much what the 8th house is all about. And there's a lot much more to it than that. But we ain't got time to go there. So what about people that are born with Pluto in the 8th house of their natal chart? Nasty. I'm just playing. But what you do need to know about these people off the rip is that they have a certain flair for seeing shit that other people can't, for spotting that hidden, mysterious other part of the world. And this doesn't only apply to their surroundings and the ability to analyze shit and make deductions, you know, but also to intuitively perceive what other motherfuckers are thinking. Yeah. They attract unusual events deep, intriguingly mysterious people, even entities, and great opportunities to enlarge and broaden their perspectives. And this proclivity can be both used for being positive and centered around helping and healing motherfuckers in those dark times, or destructively through manipulation or sorcery or, even deadly force. Yeah. You got to try to wrap your mind around the fact that Pluto is at home here. So this is intensity intensified. Yeah. 8th house Pluto motherfuckers are marked by an endless curiosity and insatiable fascination with the occult, mysterious, taboo, death, and what comes thereafter. If there is a thereafter. There is. If time is even applied, because maybe the thereafter is the right now, and it's all going on at the same time. Wrap your mind around things, and these are the type of things that Pluto and the 8th house people are always obsessing over. Always. They also excel in psychology, and that's the thing that attracts them most out of anything on this physical world. Other than that, they're thinking about other things, or maybe sex. Yeah. They want to understand how motherfuckers think, what motivates and shapes the character, and what buttons to press in order to get the desired reactions. Yeah. So it's in this regard that they become obsessed with and dedicate all their time to studying and observing motherfuckers, engaging in as many activities as possible. Like, they want to watch motherfuckers. They want to know why people do shit. They want to know what makes shit tick. You know what I mean? And how are you going to act when shit gets thick? So, hey, man. They're also just like want to know why people are so fucked up, because maybe they feel like they're fucked up. It's paradoxical, like all things in astrology. On top of being so motherfucking intense too, these are the most secretive and self-protective people that there are. I can say that. So much so that like sexual intimacy comes harder for them because they're too afraid to reveal their true motherfucking selves. And on another note, Pluto in the 8th gives these people amazing resilience and resistance to stress, along with the ability to face their wildest fears and most dangerous challenges and come out unscathed. Even if they face even if they faced defeat in the process. Pardon me, y'all. And, they're also very capable of, surviving even when it seems like the most insurmountable odds are stacked against them. Like, they don't die. They're unkillable. So a lot of people say that Pluto in the 8th house means that's death. Maybe in transit, but there's a lot of things that could mean. And you could never, ever, ever, rely on one aspect or one placement, man. You just can't. And there's a lot of ways to look at this stuff. And what this showed me right here is that, you have a power over death. And a huge part of them having this power is that they're extremely fucking self-aware and conscious of their own limitations and flaws. But that ain't even the issue though. The issue comes in when they're not yet capable of making up for those flaws by repairing or replacing them with positive traits. And of course, they want to do it, but shit is always much easier said than done. So they're just stuck in the fucking dredges, man, in the gutter, man. You got to get up out of there. And if they can get past their own fear of vulnerability, sex becomes something that they become empowered by and that they partake in with enormous vigor and get great pleasure out of because they find it curious, all-consuming. It's an opportunity to create a union on an equilibrium of forces, man. Yeah. They love merging. That's what they want to do. And sex with them is a whole nother experience. And these motherfuckers are in a constant search for their own true identity and personal subjectivity. That one true thing that makes them unique and singular from all others. They want to know why they're so different. Eighth house Pluto folks are looking to define themselves, and this usually sparks a conflict between their dark inner world and the outer one of society and its motherfucking expectations, you know. More than anything else, though, there ain't nobody more skilled at reading people than a person with Pluto placed here. They inherently understand the shadow side of others, and they're uncanny at predicting certain behaviors and reactions. I've seen it in action myself. They are the most masterful of manipulators, and it has a lot to do with them it has a lot to do with them always wanting to be in control of shit. They don't want to deal with superficial motherfuckers, and they don't take no shit either, but they ain't the type to get stupid with you. You know, you won't get a reaction at all, actually. They love the power that not giving a reaction gives them. Yeah, and my advice for y'all that do have Pluto with this placement, you know, it's sitting around this need that y'all have to assert dominance and superiority over motherfuckers. Like, that superiority complex is a motherfucker. And even y'all selves know that shit is out of line, man. Cause you ain't gonna like it. It ain't no fun when the rabbit has the gun. Okay? And there's always something or someone more powerful than you. Unless you choose to not allow anything to be more powerful than you, and then you're a bad motherfucker. You know? But either way, it goes both ways. And understand that it don't matter wherever the fuck you got Pluto at. Whether you got it in the 8th house, whether you got it in the 1st house like I do, whether you got it in the 2nd house, whether you got it in the 4th house, the 7th house, the 10th house, man. Just because you build like that, it does not mean you have to fucking build like that, man. So let that negativity be dead. And let today be the start of a new you, man. Pluto is about transformation. So you got a whole bunch of negative qualities that you need to start transforming and evolving, and so the fuck do I, because I ain't got it all figured out. Best believe I don't. But I'm trying to grow every day. What about you? What the fuck are you doing to change? Starts here. All you gotta do is do it. It ain't nothing to it. Okay? Hey, there's been some priceless knowledge of self. If y'all fucking with me, man, please like, share, and subscribe, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Go join my Facebook group, Priceless Knowledge of Self. Okay, if you're interested in the astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below, or you can email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. And that's in Western, that's in Vedic. I also do numerology readings. Hey, man, I'm highly skilled. Fuck with me. I appreciate all the love and support. I love y'all. Let's not go backwards today. I'm going to be back tomorrow with y'all with a little cosmic insight, man. And we got to crack it, man. We really do. It ain't nothing but love on my end. Y'all keep it real, because that's what the fuck I'm going to do.